Hey guys, what's going on? Infamous Gaming playing some more dayz mod back on the server I was on the other day from a part 1. I did record some footage on the UK 420 server last night. There wasn't really that many people on this server, so I didn't really feel like jumping on it and just to be doing nothing. But I'm just looking around the airfield seeing if anyone is at the airfield at the time. If you remember when I logged off, there was no sign of anyone being there. It's the server has an hour and a bit to restart, so I think alright, okay, everything's probably been looted, but all the zombies are spawning when I'm there, so I'm thinking great, no one's here. I can at least get a good bit of scavenging in. My thought at the time is I need to find at least some camo clothing and a bigger backpack. They're the two necessities I have to have at the time. One of them I did accomplish, so I'm proud of that. And obviously I have a DMR, which is absolutely phenomenal. I think it looks so cool with the camo, with like the camo on the front and everything like that. It's probably one of the best weapons in the game, if not the best weapon in the game, just for its power and the fact that it's semi-auto and you can break people's legs and knock them out in one hit, and land 1,000-meter headshots. If you keep looking down the bottom left of the screen, all the death messages keep popping up. Some people landed some crazy shots, which is really cool. And obviously, you can see the type of weapons people are using. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, right, I need to find a bigger backpack, and I need to find a secondary gun to put into it, in case I get into close quarter combat, and I don't have the use for the scope side of it. Which, obviously, you can still use in close quarters, just if you maybe wanted a silence weapon, like an M4 CCO or something like that. Which is a very good gun, and I do like that gun a lot. If I didn't have a DMR, that would probably be my secondary weapon to go till. Just looking through my gear, see what I've got, because I couldn't exactly remember what I had. So I have a DMR machete, and obviously an M9SD. Which is really cool. I was trying to figure out how to do my range, and I couldn't remember at the time. Luckily, it didn't really matter as we go into more of the video. As you can see on the airfield, lots being done, like I said in the previous part. Lots of tents and everything. It is a bit an FPS killer, I must say, when you're playing and recording. It does kind of slam your FPS a bit, but that's expected with the game. It's quite an intensive game, CPU wise. Like I said, just normal stuff, zombies around, no reason to be looking around. Obviously, I kept listening to make sure there was no one trying to creep up on me or if they're seeing me. And I was just listening out for zombies as well to see if anyone was aggroing on anyone. I couldn't hear anything, so I wasn't too concerned. Oop, I just macheted that zombie. Of course, I just walked it off like a boss. Yeah, it's and then like I said, I was just looking to see if any other guns were around in the place. There wasn't loads, so, well, there was lots, but there was nothing that really tickled my fancy that I wanted. So just going through the barracks, like you usually do. They got M4 CCO, but at the time I only have a small backpack, not enough for me to put that gun into. And I was just like, okay, I need to find a bigger backpack. That's an absolute must, just so I can store food, ammo, things like that. I did notice the helicopter little bird on top of the building, so but it must have been a spawn because there was no one there, and no one would just leave it laying there. They would defend it. Do you know what I mean? But there's so many helicopters on the game. There's just there's no point of people bothering to defend them. What did catch my suspicion, if you're seeing down the right, was the zombies down there. I thought I was maybe a little bit far away from them spawning, but I have seen it happen before. So yet again, nothing really surprised me when they were there. I just kept my eyes on down the airfield to see if anyone was there. There was nothing amazing happening at the time, so it was just one of them. Like I said, just looking for the bare essentials. Loads of M4s, loads of AKs, loads of RPKs, M249s, etc. So if you do want a lot of guns, this server is the one to come on till. This one probably autobahn. Did find another pistol, Glock 18 silenced, probably one of my favourite pistols in the game. It looks really cool, and it shoots really well as well. It's quite an accurate little pistol. Yeah, so obviously just about to take out a zombie with it. Just good shooting. As you can see, I killed a few zombies. I think I killed about a total of 10 zombies in the video, something like, well, overall 10. Ate some food just to get some blood back up, and then I just went on back scavenging again. Obviously I cooked meat, but I want to save that for if I ever do get injured and I need to put my blood up quicker. RPKs, you know what I mean, nothing like I said, nothing too crazy. Good guns, but just for me at the time, I was like, well, I've got a DMR. You know, looking around, see if anything, any ammo containers, any more DMR rounds, because you can never have enough. My mission on this server, obviously, is to try and team up with someone, and you help someone and be on a team with someone. That's what I really, really want to do. But it's on these servers with so many guns, 9 times out of 10 people are just gonna kill you on spot. They're not gonna even consider talking, if they do speak English, of course. M249 Bravo on the bed with a few belts. You know, they're really rare guns. You probably never find one on just vanilla dayz, if they're even in vanilla dayz as a pickup weapon. I can't even remember now. You know, yet again, scavenging, doing what I do, just seeing if anything was worth picking up. M16s on the floor with hollow sights. Yet again, guns, nothing wrong with them. I'll be perfectly happy with one if you have the DMR. Looking down the airfield, thinking, okay, where can I go next? Kinda thought I'll put my DMR back on just in case I hear something or see anyone and I need to engage them quickly. Think, okay, there's not going to be an industrial. Let's check the store and see if anyone's there. Or if anything's there. Obviously, food and things like that are going to be the main things you're going to find there. But you can find backpacks from there, which is really, really cool. I'll let you listen for a second because I did hear a gunshot when I got into the store. Yeah, right there. Right there I heard the gunshot off an M4 or something like that. At the time I don't know where this guy is. So my senses are now heightened because okay, there's someone else here, but I have no idea where he's at. I don't know if he's got any friends with him. So at the time I was like, okay, I need to get out of here just in case there's a group of them, because if there is, I probably wouldn't be able to do anything against them. And I was thinking, oh great, they're going to have a skewer, they're going to be snipers, etc. Did find the backpack though. I had to grab the backpack. At the minimum, if I could get away, I have a backpack. I was like, okay, at least that's one job accomplished that I wanted to do, and it looks cool. The Coyote always looks cool. Just scoping out as I'm running, thinking, oh, right, where do I need to go? How can I sneak? You know, what's the best plan of attack? I didn't kill that zombie, so it makes me think he killed him, or someone who was there recently. There again, just to hide and make sure no one's following. I go up to the top of ATC just to scout it out to see if I can see anyone who is obviously hiding, or if anyone's obviously there. Any aggro and zombies, which oddly enough there wasn't. So I was a bit suspicious that okay, there's no zombies aggroing, so they've either killed them silently or something along that line. Just checking the area, making sure there's no one obviously sneaking up on me or been sneaking, flanking right, left or right. On top of the tower as well, just seeing if I could see anyone moving. Going back down, thinking, okay, he obviously doesn't have a line of sight on me. I'm on the back entrance, so even if he's over there, he won't be able to see me until I'm well out in the distance. Just running back, just hugging the buildings, hoping to God someone doesn't land a shot on me. And then I hear this, I hear the helicopter. And I was thinking, oh great, I was like, it's either with them, or it's another clan, or it's just some idiot who's stolen a helicopter and just is flying around for the shits and giggles. So I immediately dive inside the medical tent, just to take some cover. Scoped it out and just kept an eye on the helicopter for a few minutes, just to see where it went. I was thinking he was going to land over the hill, and obviously run up the hill and camp on the wall up on the hill, which is, it's not a bad idea to be honest. I have seen a lot of people do it, and I would do it myself, don't get me wrong, because you can't scope over the hill even from that probably tallest building, you couldn't probably see over from it. Seeing if anything was happening, nothing was really happening, thinking alright, what do I need to do? Where can I go? And I think, okay, the building there, I don't get on top of the roof and kind of scope it out. I can just go prone or crouch, because from the hill you wouldn't have at least a decent line of sight. You could probably hit someone, but as soon as they went prone, you wouldn't be able to get them. Just running over, obviously keep checking the flanks, keep checking right and left, just and listening. That is the main important thing. Have a good headset and listen for footsteps, listen for people talking. See, I can hear a helicopter, and that aroused my suspicions even more. I was like, okay, I know there's a helicopter over on the roof. I didn't see anyone run over and get it, and the gunshots didn't sound like they're coming over there, so I think, oh great, there's probably 3 people. I noticed the dust coming up from the left, didn't think what it was at first, and I was like, oh, it's a helicopter. Alright, okay. I was just like, that's what must have been defending. I was like, oh shit, I was just like, this is either going to go really bad or really good. So I see him lift off, rotate out. I did put 1 or 2 shots on him just to see if I could hit him. Yeah. Didn't get any hits into him, but I had to try and see if anything would happen. Would have been cool if I shot him out, but that's a very, very hard shot to make unless they're all hovering. Just yet again, scouting. And then obviously cuts back to my home screen for a second, which sucks. And I'll cut that bit out. But yeah. Nothing crazy happening, no people shooting off any rounds at me, so I was like, okay, I'm at least safe for a minute. Yeah, so just obviously keeping my eyes open for anyone who might be sneaking up or just wandering over because they heard the gunshots. Checking the wall up the top there to make sure there definitely wasn't anyone sneaking up. Couldn't see anyone there. No one took any shots from there either, unless they were just watching. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go over to northwest. That was kind of the game plan at this point. Pull up the map and go to northwest. That's probably going to be the next episode, going over to northwest and Devil's Castle. I think I marked Devil's Castle first and go to Devil's Castle, because 9 times out of 10 on servers like this, people have bases, and if there's a base, people make them at Devil's Castle because it's easy to defend. I was like, okay, 5,000 meters. I was like, I can do that, no problem. Trying to get down a ladder seemed to be the hardest part of this game because it just doesn't work very well. Nearly running over the edge, which sucks. Down ladder we go. I might join the TS server on this game, this server, just to see what's going on, and just sort of have another TS server to go on to. If anyone wants to record with me, that's fine. No, so as I'm running out, I think I go towards the barracks, or I run right out the compound, yeah. And I just remembered I need another gun. I have to get another gun for my backpack. The side chat is always funny in these games to read. It's like I said, they do seem to take a stand on people who cheat and try and hurt their server and things, so I'm very pleased with that. It seems to be a healthy server. RPKs yet again, not really interested. They're too clunky, they're too big, and not that accurate, to be truthful. M249, or it's a M240 Bravo, 1 or 2, I can't remember. Did find a G336C hollow, probably one of my favourite guns of all time. I do like these guns, 5.56 NATO. So it's a very powerful gun. It's good for wounding people and scaring people off, and it sounds amazing as well. You can get a few variations in the game. Killing another zombie had to be done. Didn't want to die. So I was like, okay. I was like, got what I needed. I was like, I can start going over there. And truthfully, I was about to stop recording. I was about to switch off the recording until I got near Devil's Castle and started recording again. And then I seen the Ural. I was like, oh. I was like, okay. I was like, they've probably seen me, so I'm just gonna get into position now before they have a chance to get to me. Now you can leave in the comments what you think about this next move with them. I should have maybe communicated, but there was two of them. There could have been more in the back. I'm not sure. Um, I see them driving down towards the helicopter. I was like, oh, maybe just going for the heli, no big deal. Whatever, they'll be gone. And then they turned around. I was like, I can't risk being seen. So I put a few shots down. I wasn't really intending to hurt them or kill them. I just put a few shots out and see if it hit them. And lo and behold, I did hit him. 338 meters. I have to admit, I killed Dennis. Sorry, Dennis, if you're watching this video. But yeah, had to be done. Had to be done. Now, my intention at this point was just to scarper out of here and just cut down left and go right and over to Devil's Castle. And keep going that way. That was one confirmed kill. I knew he had a friend, but I was like, I'll leave him alone. And then when I moved down to the right, I heard him shooting a bit more. So I was like, okay, I was just like, I can't really risk leaving someone. I was like, because they could just come over the hill and shoot me in the back while I'm running. I was like, yeah. To be honest, the next wasn't even a kill. The next kill, I don't know, a death message never came up, so I think I just knocked him out, hit him twice. He must have been full blood. It was just one of them where I was just like, okay, he's down, don't have to worry about him for a while, and just kind of keeping it that way. Obviously, my humanity went down massively, so I'm closer to being a bandit. I've got 263 humanity, which, yeah, it sucks, but being a hero on this server is probably never going to be likely. That keeps happening a lot. You see people dying with 0-meter engagements, and it was a bit suspicious to me why people were dying from like such a short range. But yeah, like you can hear, I can hear the gunshots. Didn't think anything of it, to be truthful. I just thought I'd run over, check he wasn't shooting zombies and running towards me. And then I thought, well, where did the Euro last go? Near the hangars. Okay, I'll go near the hangars, and just see if I can at least get a drop on him. If I can knock him out, I'll knock him out. That was always my intention. I never went for the headshot. It was always going to be a torso shot or a leg shot, break his legs at minimum. Yeah, so I just run around the flanks, just to see if anyone was there. Nothing really happens after this. Like I said, I put 2 bullets into him. They're probably one of my worst aiming things ever because I was swaying so much of running. And then I just head towards the north. The Devil's Castle. See a helicopter do 2 backflips, which was really interesting, very cool. But that's it. That's all that happens. So I'll just let you watch the rest of it if you want to, guys.